Brody has always been a very competitive kid from the beginning. We went to a race to watch my brother-in-law, and there was a cart there under the grandstands, and he crawled in it, and I couldn't hardly get him out of it, so we started looking and found a cart, and the rest is history. Both times that he's been injured, the first time he was on his bicycle and he went off the pavement onto the grass or vice versa and crashed, and the second time he was goofing around and fell off of a hammock and somehow punched the ground and broke his hand. So after Brody was injured, we went and saw Dr. Campagnac at Samaritan Orthopedics. She came in and we were talking to her, and Brody had mentioned that he races, and she told us that she raced as a kid, and so she was asking him about the cart, and he said, "Can I still race?" And she said, "Well, if you can hold the steering wheel." And so she put a cast on it and did all that, and I got home from work a couple of days later, and he had the steering wheel in his hand and said, "Look, Dad, I can hold on." So we went racing. The second time we saw Dr. Campagnac, it was about 3 weeks before we were going to start indoor season, and he said, "Well, I'm going to race because you let me race the last time." And she said, "Well, I don't normally let the kids dictate what I'm going to do, but let's see if we can work something out." And so she ended up putting a cast on it, and she set his follow-up appointment for like 2 days before the race started. And at that time she took the cast off and made him splints and said, "You can take the splints off to race, and I want them back on, and we don't want you on a bicycle, but you can race your cart." And so that's what we did, and he ended up going out and winning the race.
I like racing because I like to race all my best friends, and I just like talking about cars and racing them.
I would say if you had a child that was very active, that Dr. Campagnac would be a great person to get in and see, because she was very understanding and was willing to listen to the kids' needs as well as doing her job as a doctor.